the recording now. So let me share. So you can share your screen now.
Okay.
So people who have not been able to do it will be able to just talk us through for like 5 minutes. Can you share your screen now? Are you able?
I've clicked on share screen, so I'm trying to look for what I want to share.
Okay.
I'm on it.
So I want to go to. I want us to finish this whole thing this month, and so that we'll have like a mini project, just mini. It looks like a project, yeah, questions, and yeah, and I hope that will be possible. Can you share your screen, please? What's about time?
I'm still trying to share it. I don't know why. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, let me try it. Where's it? Okay. So this is it.
Okay. Which one? Which one is that? Let me see the one you did.
You know, this is a training.
Can you highlight the one you did? Can you minimize the result down? The result
This
pane.
one.
Yeah. Put your cursor anytime you see like a cross. Yeah, that cross. That
This
cross.
one.
No. Just over your cursor. Move it up a bit. When you say cross, move it up, move it up. And when you
Okay.
say drag it down.
Yeah.
When you say a cross, drag it down, drag it down. I'm not saying the whole thing, no. I'm not
Oh,
saying
okay.
the whole
You still
thing.
want to see the result, right?
Yeah, I want to see this up, but not the whole thing. Just take your cursor, drag it up a bit, drag it up a bit. Yeah, it's okay now. So show me the one you did.
Okay, so I did it too, but let me show you the case one. Okay, so I first of all selected the top 100 so that I can see the columns that I'm working with.
Okay.
So when I did this and I ran it, I got that.
Okay.
So the question was for us to create a product segment using the name column from this production.product table.
Okay.
So I selected product ID as one of the column I'm going to use, then name, then safety stock level. So initially, like I was saying that it was giving me error here. I didn't put the comma. So
Okay.
I knew what I did. So then the case, you told us that when this condition is fulfilled, then this should be the result. So I say when name equals to, there's a column that has name, which is this. So
Okay,
when it's,
okay, yeah, you did very well. But there's one thing that let's leave question two now. Question one. Sorry, question two, which is what you are showing me, right?
yeah, yeah.
Can
So
you can
there's
you
something you didn't ask us to do. I was
okay,
just trying to understand this part. You remember, but it's no. So I just did that on my own because I saw column for column. So
okay,
this is not part of the question. I was just trying to play
okay.
around it.
So run on only the question two. Don't run the is no. Run only the question two. No. Only the
I know.
question two. Yeah.
Yeah, because the from is down.
No. Don't run the second
Okay,
select.
okay, only here.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Sharing board. Okay, I think assign sharing product. What I was you did very well.
Thank you.
If you check the question two, I said create a product segmentation using the name column in the production of product table by and say when name that contains carrying chain ring. I mean name that contains. I didn't say name when name is sharing. I don't even know what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
So what you're doing and just put your cursor all the equal to the first equal to. When I say name that contains, remember we did the white card.
Yeah.
So quickly let's do this sharp. Remove the equal to. So I'm saying that name contains. I'm not saying the whole of that name is chairing. Sorry, is chainring.
Okay.
Do you understand my argument? It's like
Yeah.
saying somebody's name is um Kolawole.
Mm.
So and I say that name contains Kola. So Kola is not the full name, but I said that name contains Kola.
Okay.
So when I say that name contains chain ring, that means there could be other thing attached to that chain ring, but that name has chain ring. I don't even understand what I'm saying. That name has Kola in there, but the full name is Kola Wale. But I didn't tell you that the full name is Kola Wale. I just said that name has Kola in it.
Yeah.
So that name has chain ring in it means chain ring is part of the name. The full name is chain ring something, 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 something like that. So the full name is not chain ring, but it has chain ring in it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that would be name like. So use the like, yeah, space. Now, chain ring means if you put percentage before chain ring and percentage after chain ring inside the quotes, it's not called percentage anyway, it's called wide card, yeah,
Yeah.
before and after. That means you want to be on the safer side by saying the name contains chain ring. You don't know what start, you don't know what end, but the name has chain ring. So just do everything like that. Now, then we start the class for today so that we will move. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because if you say chain ring at the beginning and there's no percent white card at the beginning, that means you are saying chain ring starts the name. But the
Yeah.
question says chain ring contains.
It
That
can be anywhere.
can be anywhere. Thank you. So to be on the safer side, just put it. And I
Okay.
hope people understand what we are doing. But yeah, I want to start join because of the timing that we have. I want to give one more example or two on case when that looks different from this. Then if there is time, we'll start um, what do you call it now?
Okay.
Joining of tables. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
So every name that has chain ring, it will display it. It will display it. That was what I was. But for you to have even done the first one, that was a very good one. It just that this part that you just missed. So do you understand now?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have gone through the first one, but because of our time, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, son.
Yeah, is that Ade Sola Abi?
Yes.
Okay. At least we have that means three people did it. That means yeah, that covers for everybody anyway. That's good. Thank you. You
All
you
right.
can
I
stop
can
sharing.
stop. Yeah.
Sharing. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what we are doing next. Okay. We are going to continue from where we stopped. We did case one last week. Struggling to save something. Please. So we want to continue from where we stopped last week. Let me share my screen and we'll take it from there. Oh, I think, yeah, we are few tonight, but yeah, um, just continue like that. That's so. Can you see my screen?
No.
No.
Not yet. Okay, let me share it now. Let me share it now. Can you see it? Can you see the PowerPoint, right?
Yeah.
So it's just so we'll continue from where we stopped last week, right? Then we've done relational database concept, retrieving data with select statement. We've done aggregate function. We've done null and date function. Yeah, have you done null and date? Yeah, it's in the revision I showed you guys. Now, before we joining of tables is what we plan doing today. But I want to give one more example or two examples of, in fact, there are a lot of examples you can use case when for, right? So I just want to give one or two examples where you can use case when. Another example where you can use case when. Is that okay? Yeah. So that is what we want to do. So I'll start sharing the SQL server now so that we'll continue. I think we are more than enough already. So let's kick start. If you can see my SQL server, let me know. I'm just sharing it now. Can you see it now?
It's on now.
Okay. Yeah. So this is where we stopped last week, right? And I want to give one more example on case when. Case when you can also use case when to count the number of rows in a column that match a condition. You can use it to count rows in a column that matches a condition. Let's say you have so many products in your store, black product, yellow product, green product. So you want to know how many products are yellow, how many products are black, how many products are green. So based on all the color that you have, you want to see how many of these products color do we have. Does that make sense? Right? So you want to know them. So you can use case when with aggregate statement, with aggregate function. I'll just give one or two examples. Yeah, I'll just give one or two examples. So you can use it with, when I say aggregate function, that means I'm talking of count. Remember, we don't count minimum, maximum, average, sum. Can use it with all of that. So I want to read, you can use it to count the number of rows that match a condition or that matches a condition, right? So let's use an example of this demo database that we have, right? We can use, let's see if we can use AdventureWorks DW. AdventureWorks DW, right? Let's go to the product table, dim product table. If you can see my screen, let me know. Just dim product table. For the dim product table, we have this. Everything I'm highlighting in blue. These are the columns under the team product table. So you can see, you can select top, or let me just say select all, because I know the number of rows is this is just a demo database. So I'm safe to select 4, right? Then I'll change this database to adventure was DW, I'll execute, right? So there are let's say how many products do we have? If you check the color, where is the color column? There's a column called color, product color. I think it's at the beginning. This is color, right? This is color. So we have products that are black, silver. Let me just type them out. We have black. Let me copy black. Black. We have silver. Let me copy silver. We have, let me see another one. I've seen black and silver. Okay, let's see the distinct. Let's see all the colors that we have. We've done this before, distinct, right? I want to see all the colors that we have. So instead of repetition, let me see the unique colors that we have. We've done that, right? Select distinct column. We've done this, right? Select distinct color. Yeah, I know we've done it from. So that means if, for example, when you say, let me just explain distinct again. We've done it several times, right? Distinct is saying, let's say in this class, we have single people and we have married people, right? So if 5 people in this class, if they are single, that means you see the word single appearing 5 times. If 5 people are married, that means you see married appearing 5 times, right? That is 10 times. Single 5 times, married 5 times, because we have 5 people each. Now, instead of having single, single, single appearing 5 times, married, 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 I just want to see the unique one, the unique category that we have. Only say single, married. Do you understand what I'm saying? Instead of me saying single, 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 single for 5 people, married, 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 married for 5 people. The only thing I want to say is how many categories do we have? Single, married. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to say, just tell me the categories of people that are here. I don't want to know many number of them. So select distinct color means let me see all the color that we have, right? So we have black, silver, we have blue. Let me come to see. Let me do blue. Let me do blue. Let me do red. I think this is okay. Yeah, we can do other ones. I'll give that one as an assignment, right? So I want to know how many products are black. How many products? This one is just, let me bring this one up again. I want to know how many products are black. For you to know how many products are, if you have 20 products in your store, how do you know the number of products that are black? That means you count them and you sum them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, stuff like that, right? Right? That is what you are going to do. But I want to know how many are black, how many are silver, how many are blue, how many are red. There's an advanced way of doing it, but we're not going to touch that in this class. We're not going to touch that. That is using Windows function. Windows function in SQL. Those are intermediate advanced. Yeah, they may not be advanced, but They are intermediate advanced SQL. We're not touching that in this class. So this table, you could see that by the time I did select all from this table, can you see select all? If you see, we check the color column, can you see we have so many that are black, so we have a lot of what do you call it now? A lot of color. If we have 50 products that are black, that means you see black appearing 50 times, right? So I don't want to say that. I don't want to say how many of those products are black. How many number of black products do we have? How many number of silver? How many number of what do you call it now? How many number of blue? How many number of red do we have? Do you understand the question? So I want to return the count the number of rows that are black. So example, if you have a question, please unmute. Use case when to count the number of um, product colors. Product colors that we have. Right? Product colors that we have, right? So, this one is just by the way. So let's remove this one. So I'll say select. Are you getting it? I'll say select. Do you understand the question that I put across? Do you understand that question? How many products are black? How many are silver? How many are blue? How many are red? Does that make sense? Using case when. So I'll say select count. Everybody is quiet. Count. All right? Because each product, different products can be black, right? Can have the same color. So let me count each product as the first thing. Count the product key because each product is represented by a product key, which is unique to each product. You can have 20 products, 20 different products that they are black in color, right? So that is what I'm doing here. Count product key as items count. Items count. Items count, right? We can do it in different ways, but let's do it this way. Items count. So I will now say case. Case, right? Case when let me make it the way we were doing it. Case when what? When color, right? When color. Because let's say we want to count black products. Black products. So okay, say case when color equals to black. Then one. Then one. Do you understand? Then one. So I will say and else. Or do let me use let me just say end. And then it's not every time you use else. and say end as black product count. Somebody is waiting. Black product count. Now, I've not done anything here. I'm only say when color is black, give them 1, right? Anywhere you see, anywhere under the column color that you see a value or yeah, an observation called black. Anywhere you see black there, change it to 1. But that means if they are black appearing 50 times to show 1 50 times. But that is not what we want. We want to know how many number of those ones that we have. So I'll say I will go to this case. Do you understand? This means all the black color. If there are 50 black products that are if there are 50 products that are black in color, you will see 1. Instead of black, you will see them appearing as 1. That means you see 1 in 50 places. But we need to add all of these 1. So what do we do? We say sum. Put a sum here at the beginning. Open this parenthesis here. Then close it where you have before the as. Or should I bring everything together so that you will not be confused? Let me bring everything together. So case, when color is equal to black 1, but all the 1 now sum it. Do you understand? All the 1 sum it. So I'll say from game product table. Am I communicating? So let me change the rest to 0. Let me change the rest to 0. So let me do S0. Oh, I didn't, sorry. Somebody did not even say something there. This is items count, item underscore count. So I don't need to do 0. I only want to count. Can you see? The number of black products is 133. You can use the else condition. You can say every other one assign 0 to them. Else 0. Just like the normal case when that we have. But it's still the same thing anyway. So all the number of black products, they are 133. Does that make sense? We can say, if you check that table itself, there are so many null values. Sorry, null there. So I don't want it to count. So anywhere that doesn't have color. So where color is not null, it's still the same thing anyway. Any question, please? Everyone is silent. Everyone is quiet. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but this one is a bit technical, so I'm trying to soak it in.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me, I will explain again before we go to what's something else today. Um,
Sorry, can I ask you a question here before we move on?
of course you can. That's all right here.
I was trying to like my sister just said. So we are saying that select count product key. That's the
Photo.
first
Uh-huh.
count and sum. So I'm trying to say, so we now counted the product key. Okay, we
Uh-huh.
now sum up the colors. Okay,
That
so the
black.
colors we cannot use count for those. For the color, we cannot use count. If we ask it to count the color that are black, is it possible to use it like that?
If you just count, I think it will still result in the same answer. Yeah. Yeah. You see, because count
That's what
one,
I want to
two,
hear.
yeah. Let's try and use count. Let's see if it will give us this. I'm not sure. Let's try and use count. It, yeah, it didn't work. You know why? Count, count, when you say the number of all the product that we have is 606, right? Number of all the product that we have is 606. So when you say count there, hmm, all the one that are black, it has
Yeah.
turned into one, right? The one that are not one, it has turned into zero, right? I can see it has turned into zero, right? So it's counting all the one and at the same time counting all the zeros. Do you understand? Let me
Okay. Okay. Okay.
you
Thank you.
know all the ones that are black, it has turned them to one. All the ones that are not black, it has changed them to zero. So all the ones that are not black that are zero and the one that are one, it's just counting one, two, three, four. You can count zero now because zero is a number, right?
Okay, so
Zero is a
it's
number.
counted the zeros.
Exactly. So, but I don't want the zero because I only
So
want the
if we
one
sum
that
it,
is black. If you sum zero, one plus zero
so
is
if
still
we
one
sum, yeah, it will remove the zero to sum it up.
because zero plus any number is still that number. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Zero, yes. Yes, yes, I do.
Ayo, I
Thank
saw
you.
somebody said now. All right.
Yes, thank you, sir. I was just wondering, instead of going through this case when, without using this case when, can we still get the same result using count?
You can get the same results. I think so. When I say count product where color is black, right?
Mm.
Is that what you are saying?
Yeah.
I think we can. That is select count product key. Let me delete this right. This one. Product key from you are looking for the easiest way. Think product, right?
We have to find a simple way to solve complicated
There are
stuff.
sometimes that you don't have an option than to use this. Where color, where color is equal to black. But in this case, you will not know the total number of it will give you the one that is fine. It will give you because the answer is 133, right? Yeah, it's correct 133, but it won't tell you the total number of products that you have that are either black or not. It will only give you black,
Okay, so this one will tell
right?
us as well as what we're looking for and the rest of the products in stock that are not black.
Exactly. So yeah, so this one, if you check it, the total number of product that we have is 606. But out of
Mm.
606, 133 is black or black. So you can do this thing like this before we go to what we want. let's say before we go to something else today, Control C and do it for which other color? Silver, blue, and red. So this is a column on its own, one column. So I want to create another column. Everything in blue is a column. I want to create another column so that I have blue, red, silver. So I'll say comma, paste for blue, for red, for silver. Right? So I'll just change this one to, so if I don't need else zero again because all the one of zero is the one of, I don't need else. It's not a must, depending on what you are doing. I don't need else zero again. But other else is zero, there's no end there. It's still, so I'll change this one to what? Red. Then red product count. Which one do you have again? Silver and blue.
Silver.
Silver and blue, right?
Yeah.
Blue as there are some queries that you will see like 15 of this case went there. Blue, but sometimes they may look scary, but yeah, it's not scary. There is nothing there, to be honest. Silver, then this one will be silver product count. Silver. So this is a column. This is a column. That's why you are saying comma after it. This is a column. This is a column. You can also use, we've done group by another by. You can use case when in the group by another by. Maybe I will give that one as an assignment. So can you see, out of 606 products that you have in your organization, black, the number of black is 133, number of red is 63, number of blue is 28, number of silver is 52. Does that make sense? Hello?
It does make sense.
Thank you. So let me delete this while we go to something else today. Any question? Have we done distinct? We've done distinct, right? We've
Yeah,
done
we saw it.
distinct.
We just saw it again just now.
Yeah, but we've done it before, right?
Yes, I think you have mentioned it like in the past.
Yeah, so let me just delete this then. This one is just to what I hope you guys can remember what distinct is next time, just to get how many categories of whatever that we have without repetition, right? That's what we use distinct. Any question? If there are no questions, let's go to join. This one, there's no SQL query in any organization that they really use SQL that you not see join. Join, it's something that you cannot do without in SQL. You can't do without it. It's like when you don't join tables, then that thing is not complete. It's not what? It's not complete. When you don't join tables, because you may be working, or you'll be working 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables, or 3 tables at the same time. You have to join those 3 tables at different times for you to understand the concept, right? Now, joining tables is key in SQL. It's one of the things that if you don't have an idea of it in SQL, then it's as if you don't know it at all. at least you need basic understanding of join. Yeah. So if you want to match records, different records from different tables, you use join. You are looking for a particular record, that one is in one table. You are looking for another record, that one is in another table. So you need to join this record for it to be complete. Right? That is what you say, that is what you use join. For those who are familiar with Excel on Power BI, there is match, there is joining of tables, appending of tables in Excel when you use Power Query. Or when you use Power BI, Power Query in Power BI, Power Query in Excel, when you join, you match record from a different table together. That means you combine rows from two or more tables. So join is basically combining rows. I don't want to type now. Since you have the video later, you can just, take note of that. Combining rows from two or more tables. Or let me just copy this and paste it for you guys so that when you see it, that is combine rows from two or more tables. And join I use to match different record from a different table. Join. You want to match records from different table or from a different table. You want to match them together. That is what you use join. You know, join is an English word. Join two things together. Join. You know, for you to join two things together, there must be like a common thing between, even in the real world, the normal thing is when you bring a man and a woman together, there is something the man has that the woman doesn't have. So the man will give the woman. There is something the woman doesn't have that what the man has and the woman needs then, so that when the woman join with the man, so the man will gain from the woman will gain from the, that is a symbiotic relationship. And it's not just joining. If that man doesn't need what is in that woman, then there's no need of joining them. But if that man knows that there is something in this woman that I need, and the woman knows that there is something in this man that I need, so there will be an exchange of values together, right? So that is when you can join a man and woman. I'm just saying the normal way that it should be anyway. So join is when you want to match different record from a different table. Note that when you want to match record from different table, there must be a common record, or there must be it has to be carried out on one condition. And that condition, there must be a common variable. Let me mention that again, or let me just type this note, which I've written down before, or just copy it and paste it, right? This is something that you must get right in SQL. It's for you to join, some people are coming in late. So for you to join tables together, it has to be carried out on one condition. And that condition is that those tables you are joining together must have a common variable. When you say variable could be, most times they are what? They are what? They are columns. They must have a common variable. Let me give an example. We've done primary key and foreign key. Who can remind me what a primary key is? But that is what you join. That is what you use in joining tables together most of the time. Most 90% of the time, you use the primary key and the foreign key. Who can remind me what primary key is?
The unique identifier.
Yeah, that thing that uniquely identifies a record in a table. What is a foreign key?
That key in another table.
Which key?
The
Say that key.
primary key. The primary key is mostly so if a primary key it can only be a primary key in a specified table. In another table, that key will be foreign key, will be referred to as foreign key.
Okay.
Reference
So,
primary.
so yeah, it references a primary key. That is what I'm looking for. A foreign key references a primary key. Let me give you an example. If you work with Tesco, and Tesco has a product table, which is this product table that we've been using, right? Same product. It has a product. Can you see this product key? This column product key. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
What can you inside that broken and closed bracket? What is the first thing that you can see?
PK.
PK means primary key. That means for every product you sell, even in the normal, whether in Tesco, Tommy Hilfiger, any booth, any store, big supermarket that sells products, those products have they have unique ID. I think I've explained that before. Yeah. They have unique. Let me drag a browser. Can you see my Google Chrome browser?
Nope.
You can't see my Google Chrome browser.
No.
We can only see this SQL page.
Oh, that's serious. Why is it showing me differently? I was thinking it's going to show together. Anyway, every product, even if Next, we all know Next. If
Well, we
Next
can
sells
see.
1
Okay.
million products, if they have 1 million products that they sell, those products has a unique identifier. For ladies that do shopping a lot, you guys should know that. Let me show you something. I was thinking you guys will just respond. Yes. But you're not saying, let's say something. If we go to the side, clearance, right? It shows that I've been going to next these days. This is next site, right? If you check, where is this browser slow? If you check, I want you to load, yeah, and it's becoming too. I don't like when things are slow like this. Uh, I think it's opened. Can you see this guy, this product, regular cotton premium zip neck jumper? This is a product key. This is a product ID. Do you want so I think so, and I guess so. If I should copy this thing, please note this guy, note this jumper. Can you all see this jumper? Right? I've copied this product key. I believe that's it. That's the product key. So let me go to home, or let's click on something else. Let me click on women. Women blazer. Now I've left the store. I'm now in the store for women in the same next. I've copied that product ID or product key for that particular product. No, even if you have 1 million, everything still has product ID. So by the time I've copied and I paste it, remember the face of that thing, and I press enter. What do you see?
Yeah. Same.
That guy. Why?
Wow.
Next don't recognize this thing as regular cotton. They don't, of course, every product will have a name anyway. But what recognize, there could be there could be so many neck jumper. What identifies this neck jumper is this product ID. So if you are looking for, let me give you a hint. If you want to buy something, I know that size is, maybe you wear medium and there's no medium available. If you copy this code, except they change that code and you search it later, it will bring out that product for you. So this D71790, even if Next sells 250 million number of products, no product will have this D71790. Never. except they change it themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this product
Yes.
has a primary key of D71790. That's just everything. So it is a unique identifier. It is a unique identifier. Can you see my SQL now? Can you see my server?
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't know why it's not showing automatically. So let me go back to SQL. So I'm not trying to explain that to us. So that is primary key. Now, if you check this product key column under this in product, what can you see? You can see PK, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means this product, so if you sell, let's say you have 10 products, 10. Let's say you have 10 inside this place with the RF. Let's say you have two. I'm just saying, let's say you have two. 34W. Let's say you have two products. The first product is this product ID, second product ID. So these are what you call PK, primary key, inside this product table. By the time, remember, we said we are saying PK a product key. By the time you go to sales table, sales, you need to understand your database in your organization. By the time you go to sales table, that key, that same primary key as PK here, when you get to sales table, product key,
Foreign
PT,
key.
FK. Now, let me go back to this. This is, we are assuming you have to sell two products in your store. One product ID is 3RF, the second product ID is 43W, right? Now, that is under the products table. Is that taken? That is under the products table, right? Now, if everybody in this class decide to go to this particular store and order for this 3RF, we are like 17 or 16. Let's say 10 of us ordered for this 3RF product. Now, remember, this is just under the products table. Under the sales table now, which is this. Yeah. Anything you buy, the record will go under the sales table, right? Now, let's say 10 of us in this class decide to order for this 3RF. That means this 3RF will be showing 3RF first time, 3RF second time, 3RF third time, at least it's not only you that decided. They didn't make the products for only you. So people can buy it as they want. So this will appear 10 times under the sales table. Yes or no? If it's ordered 10 times. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So in this table, this 3RF could appear 1 million times if it's ordered 1 million times. But in this product table, it's only appearing once because product table only contain the list of products that you have, that you sell, not the one that you have sold. The one that you have sold may have 1 million of this 3RF under the sales table. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So in this place, 3RF is a foreign key, while in this place is a primary key. Hello. So if you want to know which product was ordered, for you to know the product itself, you go to products table. Then to know the one that was ordered, you now go to sales table and join this sales table to products table so that you will know, because if you don't join products table to, so this one will only give you the product that was ordered. But where did the product comes from? It comes from here first. So you join this table to this table, right? To get which products were ordered and what are the characteristics or what are the name of those products. So you match. So anything that match in products table and factory internet sales table, you join them together. That is join in SQL. Does that make sense? Hello.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
does.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me now go back to join. I'm trying to make it simple as ABC, right? And I believe we are getting the gist. So if you buy a product, that's why if you wear a particular shirt, it's not only you that make that shirt was made for. 1 million people can still wear that same shirt because they also bought their own, right? So that shirt has been bought 1 million times. So it'll be showing 1 million times under the sales table. That's just by the way. So if you check this place, this is sales table, right? And this is products table. That is that, like that. I've explained the concept of primary key and foreign key, right? Now, there are types of join in SQL. There are types of join in SQL. These are questions that they ask even senior data analysts. Can you explain the type of join I've been asked for? Can you explain the types of join that we have in SQL? So it's not only knowing how to write, you must be able to communicate it. So types of join. So when I said for a join to be carried out, one of the conditions is that it must have common variable. So this product key is a common variable here in both sales table and product table. Does that make sense? Product key here, product key here. So you can join that because that is variable. Do you understand? Right? However, be careful of joining also. It's not a must that this product key, because it's named product key as a primary key in product table, then when you get into sales table, it's not more that it is that same product key that it will bear. It's not the same name, but it's still product key. Do you understand? So let me give you an example. Let's say I didn't plan this tonight. I thought we'd move at a speed. Let's say under sales table, under product table, the name is product ID. But that is under product table, not sales table. They could say the name is
Internet key.
sales product ID. So you have to understand your table very well. You understand your tables. So this product ID is still the same thing, might be. I'm not saying it's still, should be, or could be. That means you need to understand your database. Could be the same thing as this sales product ID in the sales table. So it's not necessarily that if it's product ID under the product table, it must be that same name. Product ID must be the same name of that column in another table. It could be a different name, not different name totally, but it's still the same thing. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
it's making sense.
So that you won't be looking for product ID everywhere. And I can't have product, but product ID is there. It's not a, it could be there, but it could be given a slightly different name. Most time they are the same, but the name could be slightly different. So that's that. So let's go to the types of join. Types of join. I will explain this. Then hopefully we'll start, because I want to end this so that we'll do a mini project. I'll give that by the end of this this month. Hopefully, then we guys can battle it. Maybe I'll pair you guys into 4 groups, five in a group. You meet if that is doable and do it, and yeah. But don't use AI to do it. If you use AI, I will know. Types of join. I'm not saying you can't use AI, but if you use AI, I will know. Types of join. All right. Now we have inner join. right? We have outer join. I've been asked this question before, so I'm just giving you it. They will ask you, explain the types of join that we have. Inner join, outer join. These are the only two that we are going to do, but there's also cross join. Now, inner join is matching record, combining record, or matching records from matching common record from two different tables. Let me say that again. Inner join is, let me use a better word, that is retrieving, is used to retrieve. I don't want to use ing. Use to retrieve. What am I using uppercase? Used to retrieve matching, yeah, that's the word. Matching rows. From tables. When you say tables, it could be two, of course, it can't be one table. So if you want to retrieve matching rows from two or more different tables, you call it inner join. So inner join, for those who love mathematics when they are still in college, inner join is similar to what you call intersection of sets. Similar to what you call intersection of sets. I mean, of course, can remember intersection of sets. I don't want to do that one now. Let me just do something. A equals to 1, 2, sorry, A equals to, this is mathematics now, 1, 4, 6, 8. B, what am I putting in? I want to put comma. 1, 4, 6, 8. B is equal to 2, 5, 8, 9. So when you say A set A is this, so A intersection B is what? Can't tell me now. Okay, let me just say it. A intersection B
8.
is just 8
8.
because 8 is in both. So this is similar to what you have in inner join. So inner join is used to retrieve matching rows from two or more tables. That is inner join. That's an interview question. No matter, it doesn't matter if it's a senior data analyst or a junior data analyst. I've been asked several times, can you explain the different that we have? They're not telling you right now to write code. Explain it. Because you need to know when to use it. Anyway, that's just by the way. That is intersection of sets or inner join. Then we have outer join. So outer join would be it could be left outer join. It could also be right outer join. I'm just telling the theory behind it, because it could be left outer and right outer join. Self join, I will explain basically when we have an example. Self join, we're not doing this too, but let me just explain it. Self join is joining a table to itself. You take one table and you join it back to itself. That is self join. Cross join is like doing one to many or many to one. I don't know, for those of us who understand many to one relationship, just like product key in product table is 1, But in a sales table is many. That is one to many. So cross join is like a one to many relationship. But we're not going to do any example on these two. It's like one to many relationship. Are we communicating? Am I communicating? Right? So this is an interview question on its own. I'm saying it again. It's an interview question. Can you explain the type of Ave? I was asked like, is it around September or October? I want to jump to a senior role. They say, can you explain the types of join that we have? Do you understand what I'm saying? Explain it. They're not telling you to type it now. Because if you can cook jollof rice, sometimes you'll be able to explain it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But so many people can do it. They can write query, but they cannot explain it. That is why they find it difficult to even pass an interview. But they know the job, but they cannot talk it. They can't say it. Any question before we go to the... Now, let me also tell you that I just remember that now. Inner join, the word inner is a noisy word. Is a what? Noisy word. So most times people don't even care. They can just say join. So join is the same thing as inner join. Let me say that again. Inner is noisy. Join will do the same work as inner join because it's the same thing. But yeah, industry practice, put inner join. Now, outer join, this left outer join is also out is noisy. So left join is the same thing as left outer join. But industry practice, put it there. Right outer join is the same as right join. But let's put it here because we are just learning it. No, we are just 17 more minutes, we'll be done. Does this make sense? Does this
Yes,
make sense?
boss.
It will have to make
So,
sense by forever first.
So that is, but
it
there's
does.
no way you will do SQL. Either it is basic or intermediate or it's advanced. There's no query except it's just, I don't know. There's no query that you will not see join, the word join. There's hardly 88.5 or 90% of query, you will see join there inside. If it's SQL, you will see join in it. Is like you can't do without it. So let's go to the syntax now, right? Like I said, I only mention, we only do for these two. But this one, these are the one that people use most, that are required most of the time, 80% of the time. So let's do an example. Let me copy a syntax here. And hopefully I'll do one example today. Then we continue next week. We finish it next week. Then we do upper week. We do subquery. Then after subquery, that's the end of the class. There are a lot to know, but when you get into a job workplace environment, with this, one alone, then you build on it, right? People always say Rome was not built in a day. It is true. Rome was never built in a day. So, examples. Don't worry, I will send you this notes anyway. I always like to write notes so that people can get familiarized with it when they see it or watching the videos, stuff like that. This is syntax. This is syntax. Where is paste now? I formed this syntax myself. Yeah, this is the syntax. We all know what select means, right? So I want to join these two tables. So I assume the first table is called table 1. I just assume. The second table is called what? Table 2. So based on what I want to do, I just pick any column from table 1. I picked this column from table 1. This is just a demo. I picked another column from table 2. So what you do in join is, because you are joining more, you are bringing columns from more than one table. Whichever table you are bringing the column from, that table will be here. And you now say dot column. So that means the column you are picking from the table and the table you are picking it from. So it is that the name of that table dot the column you are picking from that table. Does that make sense? So if you are picking any column from any table, that table first dot the column name. Am I communicating? That is the syntax. So the normal way, you now say from where? Table 1. Inner join, I'm just using this one as an example. Inner join table what? Table 2. Remember, there must be note that for join to be carried out, one of the conditions is that it must have a common variable. Common variable. In products table, we have product key. In fact, internet sales table, we have product key. So that is a common variable in this scenario here. So this one will be, if you are joining sales to product, this one will be product key, this one will be product key. Does that make sense? So when you read this, you say from table 1, inner join table 2, based on what? Based on what are you joining? What are you bringing from table 1 to join table 2? That is why you say on what? What are you joining table 1 and table 2 on? I'm saying I'm bringing a variable called common variable in table 1 equal to this same common variable, the same thing. So if this is product key, this one, like I said, it may not be the same name, but the same thing. So I'm bringing this common variable that is in table 1. I'm joining it to that same common variable in table 2. But this one is on table 2, this one is on table 1. Any question?
I think you just mentioned the question I wanted to ask, which is you mentioned they might not be named the same thing, but the server would know, or the system will understand that, okay, they are the same, even though the name.
You yourself will understand, because for you to put it there, that means you understand that this thing is the same thing. It is what you put there that the system will understand. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is what you have written down that the system will understand. Not the system won't tell you the one to use. I don't know if I'm making sense with that. Do you understand that? So that's why I said when you start a job and you are one of those responsible for retrieving record from the database, you need to understand when you move to a new area, won't you look for schools around that area to put your son or your daughter? So you do a common search of that. How is this area look like? Is it safe? Is there schools around? Is there buses around? Is there Tesco Express around? Is there Subway I can get lunch? Is there under the same Mr. Biggs? Is there McDonald's? Is there Nando's around? You want to understand your terrain. So when you start a new job, the system will not understand it. It is whatever if you put A here and you put B here, and the content of those A and B, they're not the same, the system will tell you you are doing the wrong thing. So it is what you put there that the system will work on. And if it's wrong, the system, it will tell you error. What are you saying? Anyway, let's continue. Let me
It's
do
an agreement.
let me do one example, very simple example. So, and let me also establish this. The table in front of the from plus, this is the from plus, right? The table in front of the from clause will always be termed as the left table. The table in front of the from clause is always termed as the what? Left table. Left. Let me put it in front like a note. Left table. While the other table, of course, if one is left, the other one will be right. Let me establish that from here. So let me do one simple example, then we close. We have just 8 minutes. Can I do one example within 8 minutes? Are you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say your manager says, okay.
Please, before you go forward, so when you say left, you mean on that on line?
No. The table in front, the table name in front of this from clause, which is in this case, this demo table is called table 1. So this table 1 is the left table.
Left
While
where?
the other table automatically will be the right table.
Is that where you've used equals to join them? So you mean left and right there?
I don't understand your question.
So you know from inner join on. So that table 1 dot variable equals table 2 dot variable. So if we are looking at it from that angle, is that what you mean that left table or right table?
We're not looking at it from this angle.
Oh, okay.
Because you can join, it's not a must that because table 1 appear first, then it's table 1 that should be here.
Okay.
It could be table 2. Then you put table 1 here. It's still going to be the same thing. So this one doesn't determine. So do you understand what I'm saying? It could
Yes.
be table 1 or table 2. That this one doesn't leave this one out of it. For you to identify the table that is the left table, it is the one in front of this guy in blue. So the one in front of this guy in blue is table 1. So this is the left table. Automatically, the other one is
Right.
the right table. I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me do a simple example. Yeah.
Sorry, please. I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to be clear because why is there left and right? Like, is it that is the placements in a table or how it's going to appear in the results?
Can you repeat your question? We won't do
Okay.
an example tonight. Yeah.
Okay, so why is there left or right? Like the left, is it talking about the positioning in a particular place, or I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Why do we need to
Okay.
specify left and right table?
Like why is there a left and why is there a
Why
right?
is there a left? Oh,
Yes.
that question is like saying, why is UK using the right hand steering?
Okay,
And
so
then
let
why
me
not
let me,
using
let
left
me
hand?
rephrase my question.
Rephrase it, please.
Okay, so you are saying the the table 1 is the left table and the table 2 is the right table. So my question is left where? Left, right where? Like, are you talking about the positioning? Because you
Okay.
are saying, okay, you are saying that the table 1 is the left table. Left table, is it in I don't know how to
Okay. Okay. Let me go back to this. We said something like outer join. There are two types: left outer and right outer.
Yes.
Okay. This don't let me confuse you with this. There's no example again tonight. Let me explain what left outer means. Left outer means if I'm to use, instead of inner join here, I use left outer join or left join. Let me just say left join. It's same thing as left outer. Hmm?
Yes.
Left join is saying, give me all the records. Now, this table 1 is left table. not because there is left join here. No. Any type of join that is here, either it is right or left or yellow, sorry, left or right or inner join or cross join. Any type of join that is here. The table that is in front of this guy is always the left table, regardless of whichever type of join that is here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, left join is saying, mind you, this table 1, this table 2, I can interchange it and put table 2 here and put table 1 here. In this case, sorry. In this case, table 2 is the left table now because it's now in front of this guy. It's after this guy. Does that make sense? So, and it's not and it is not the left table because of this left join. No. It is because it's in front of this guy. That is why it is the left table. So let me explain left outer join and right outer join. Left outer join is saying, go to the table in front of the from clause, which is this table 2. Give me all the records based on the column that was chosen here, right? Give me all the record. If you choose one column from table 2, right? So give me all the records on that. Whichever column you choose will appear in the select clause. Yes or no? So whichever column you pick from table 2 in the select clause, you are saying, give me, if it has 1 million rows, give me all the 1 million rows here. I'm trying to explain that join. Give me all the 1 million rows of the column you selected from table 1. Give me all the 1 million rows. Then, from that 1 million row, look for matching rows, corresponding rows in that 1 million that is also in this table 1 and give me the results. Let me explain that again. Left join is saying, give me all the record from the column choosing the select clause that is for table 2, all record from table 2 based on the column you selected in select clause, and the corresponding rows. When I say corresponding rows, I mean any row from table 2 that match any row in table 1. Give me that record too. Add it to all the records in table 2. But most times, left join, most times, it only gives you the same result as inner join. Most times. Most times. Now, so if you change this one to right join, no example tonight, don't worry. We'll do an example next. Change this one to right join, right? Right join is saying, go to, but this is the right table now. Go to all the tables, all the records, give me all the records in table 1 based on what you select in the select clause. And after giving me all the record, look for matching records that is in table 1, that's also in table 2, and also give me those records. But why should I don't always do right join. You know why? If I do left join, you know what left join means now. But if I want to do right join, why should I be changing left to right? I'll just interchange the table. I'll put table 1 here. I don't know if you get that gist. Then I'll put table 2 here. Do you understand? I've interchanged the table. Meanwhile, it's still left, but I'm doing right join. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Instead of changing this one to, let's say this is left join, right?
Yes.
Give me all the record from table 1. And based on this, what you pick in the select clause, right? Then from that record, is there anyone that is also in table 2? Give me that record too. That is left join. Now, if I want to do right join, I would have said change this left to right, right? But I don't want to change it to right. I want to leave it as left, but I'm still doing right join. But I want to do right join. Why still showing left join? I'll just copy this table 2
The
and put
position.
it here. positioning the location of table 2 and put table 1 there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's still
Yes, it
left,
does.
but me, I know I am doing right. I'm doing
Mm.
right job. Am I communicating, please?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So that's the end of today's class. Any other question? We'll start. It's already 10:30. We'll start, what do you call it now? Examples next week. Any question?
So I guess understanding that the table right in front of from is predefined as left. So understanding that information is mostly useful for outer join.
It's useful for all join if there is need to make use of it anyway. I'm just trying to explain that so that, well, if you get to a place of work and somebody is telling you take the left table, and you're asking what's that? What does it mean by left table? Do you
Mm.
understand?
Okay, okay,
Very
okay,
useful.
okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay.
And if someone is
Okay, I now
telling you,
get
okay,
why.
so hello, someone is saying something. So if you are in the workplace and your SQL developer, one of the top guys is saying that left table in that query, take it out and change it to another one. And I'm saying, what does it mean by left table?
Mm.
Do you understand?
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
yeah, it's
okay,
just for
okay,
you to
okay.
understand.
Okay, now I
This
understand what you're saying.
anything
It's not that this all this thing is using like the
using what? I can't tell you. Your voice is very low. Let me stop recording first so that at least if you want to gist, stop recording. Yes.